In Nigeria, there's something we call suya in Nigeria. It is most often made by Hausa. The Hausa is a spicy grilled meat that they make, and most often, as I grew up to know about suya, when you get there, the Hausa would cut uh, one piece or two pieces of the suya and give it to you to taste. When you taste the suya and realize how delicious, how good the suya is, you are salivating. You're right. You are tempted. You want to buy more. You want to spend money to actually buy. So this principle is the principle of giving first to unlock sales. And that's what I want to share in today's video. So there's a powerful principle that always works most of the times if done right, that give people a taste. If you give people a taste, they will pay for the full meal. If you give them a taste and they see how delicious, they will not want to miss out on the full meal, especially if they see others getting the meal also. And that's what I want to show you how to apply these seed giving principles in business. It's called How Giving First Unlocks It. That's the title of this video, and I'll be very brief. One of the biggest misconception in business is thinking that if you give too much away, people would not pay. That only happens if you don't structure your giveaway in a way that gets people to see that there is a problem if they don't buy the full thing, right? And it happens when you structure your giveaway in such a way that it makes people feel full, right? When you give people everything, the what, the when, the why, and then the how, which you should be selling, you give everything away. There's no reason for them to want to buy more, right? So you want to structure your giveaway in the way that when you give something away, people enjoy it, but then it creates a bigger problem because you didn't release everything. They've seen enough value to know that they actually need this thing. This thing will transform their life because they've actually gotten a sum of value that actually did transform their way of thinking, transform their perception, and they feel that if they could get a hold of the whole thing, their life will be totally transformed. That is the kind of perception you want to create when giving out. So you give the what, the why, the when, you don't give the how. Now that they know the why, they know why they have to do this. They know what it takes. They even know the steps. They could even go out and maybe want to try it by themselves, but they know that this thing is difficult unless they have a good blueprint, right? And especially if they have a mentor, a guide that will walk them through the how. That is when they feel obligated that you've given them something, they have to give something in return. A farmer that wants to plant a farmer plants seed inside the soil. The farmer does not plant the whole tree inside the soil, right? You plant just the seed, but what happens? The soil will give you back the whole tree. That's the same thing, right? So you don't plant everything. You don't give everything. You don't put the whole tree inside the soil. You don't give everything away. You give some. You give so much value that they feel the need that they have to get a complete version for them to get the result they actually want. So that is what you want to do. And if you do this very well, when you give value upfront, the right kind of value, right? You plant a seed, not the whole tree. If you give the right kind of value upfront, you're going to get so much sales in your business. Nobody buys from people they don't trust. So giving something away, giving value upfront gives people a measure of trust. People trust you. You want to cold email a prospect instead of just telling the prospect, "I am this, I have done this, this how I'm qualified, I have gotten two masters, three PhDs." Instead of talking about yourself, why not look for the problem this prospect may have, right? Develop a document on how you propose to solve the problem and give the document away. That's also the same thing as a lead magnet in direct response marketing, right? You give an ebook away on what to do, step by step, what to do to solve a problem. All right, not how to do it in its totality, but what to do. When you give away those free ebooks, those mini courses, this content I'm sharing is part of the giveaway. When you give away those videos that you put on your social media, on YouTube, those contents, those lead magnets, those blog posts, when you give them away, number one, it depicts you as someone who has an authority in that field. Number two, it gets people to obtain value upfront before they commit to paying you. Number three, it build trust. People begin to trust your brand that, okay, I think if this person could give this much away, it doesn't matter how little you think it is, it means much to others. That's what happens. You think something is so it's so easy for you, it's so simple to you, everybody already know about it. No, that simple thing could transform somebody else's life. All right, when they see that, then they build trust because people buy from those they already trust, and you create that trust by giving away something valuable upfront. That is what happened. So when people experience your value before they even spend a dime, before they even spend money buying from you, then they feel obligated. They feel that they know you. They feel that they trust you. They feel that you'll be able to deliver on the promise you said you will deliver on. They begin to believe you, that they begin to trust your brand, that your offer will deliver on its promise. So that is the seed giving principle. So number one, you give a taste, not the whole meal. You plant a seed, not the whole tree. That's the first principle. So you give free resources, you give mini trainings, you give samples of maybe your products, or you can do a website audit if you are a web designer, or an SEO. You can do an SEO audit and give that document to the client, to the prospect. You can give, just do something that solves one problem, just one problem out of the whole problem that that person has. Solve one problem, demonstrate, show, don't tell. Show the person, don't just tell the person that can do it. Show that you can do it. Show them upfront that you can do it. Demonstrate that if you can demonstrate by solving one problem. If you can solve this one problem, imagine how I could solve all of your problem, right? And then the client thinks this person solved one problem without me even paying him a dime. I think I have to pay him to solve this problem, especially if that problem is very urgent and the client actually needs to solve the problem, right? You have to demonstrate that you are a person of value in the first place. So if that value you give, if it can be free, imagine is if it gives me this mini course free, imagine the paid course. The paid course could just be a the hour of what they already receive in the mini course. But they already you've already increased you already have an increased perception in their mind when you give them that free value, or that value upfront. All right. And of course, the value has to be value. That is something that you would be willing to sell if you wanted to sell it. Don't give rubbish nonsense, because what you give is an indication of what you are selling. Because what if that suya meat is very delicious, then people know that if they buy the whole, if they buy 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 naira soya meat, suya, then they will get the same value. But if you give suya meat and it is nonsense, they think that the paid one is also nonsense. So if you give free ebook and all of that, and everything is just rubbish, they think even your paid course will be the same rubbish too. So you want to ensure that you are giving great value. Whatever you give is an expression of your brand, is an expression of what your brand is. So if your brand delivers nonsense to your prospect because just because it is free, then the perception is that whatever you are selling will be rubbish, will be nonsense to nobody will buy from you. So just because it is free does not mean that you just package rubbish and then give it to your prospect. It's better not to give your prospect anything than give your prospect rubbish, because that means you are reducing, instead of them not having opinion about it, they begin to have negative opinion about your brand, and nobody wants to buy from you, even though they've not even seen your paid course, they've not seen your paid service and whatever. So you want to give that, you want to ensure that you are giving the best. Whatever you are giving is a perception, is an It's a peak inside the rating, all right? So they have to know that um, they are seeing this great value, then they will see much more greater value when they buy your product or your service. So you are focusing on transformation, not necessarily solving the whole problem. A bigger transformation is the why, because many people already are doing the thing that they need to do, or already know they are already doing the thing that they know that they should be doing. All right, but and many people already know what to do. They just don't know why they should do it. They don't have a why for it. If you can give people a why, you can change their perception. You can break down their limiting beliefs and empower them. They feel empowered. They feel like their life just changed, even though you didn't necessarily give them new information. But if you can just break down their false limiting beliefs and create some form of transformation, not just give them dump information on them, but break their that barrier that is limiting them, that is limiting their delivery, limiting their efficiency. If you can do that, then uh, you are causing a transformation in their life, right? Causing a transformation in their life. So you need to give them transformation. So you're a marketer. If you can just fix one ad problem they have, then they know that they can give you their ad project, advertising project, and they know that they're going to fix it. Even if you face a trouble during it, they know you'll be able to fix it. So a transformation, not just give them information, do something that get them to feel important, get them to feel that they've gotten so much value from you, even if it's just one thing. Right. So your seed should naturally point to the main offer. Don't Not that you are selling microphone and then you are giving them wristwatch. What is the correlation between wristwatch, free wristwatch, because you want to sell microphone? Your seed should be a lower version of the paid. Like a seed gives birth to a seed, produces a tree which produces the seed. So your free value should make them have a need, feel a need for the paid value. That's what you want to do. So your seed value, your free value should point them to your paid value. You want to ensure that. All right, don't just give them random things that are disconnected from each other. No, you are doing a disservice to your brand if you do that. All right, and don't give too much that you cannot afford to do consistently. All right, you want to ensure that whatever you are giving is scalable. Free ebook is scalable. You just need to create it once. Can give it to hundreds of thousands and million people. All right, don't offer to create free website for many people. That is not scalable. But you can do a website audit. You can give them an ebook on why websites are down, or why some websites are slow, or something that is scalable. All right, so you don't do things that will get you to burn out. So that's the mindset shift that you want to have as a business owner. You want to give first, and then you know that it will be easy for you to make sales. The sales become easy. All the objection would, but don't it again. It matters how you present your free value. You don't give everything, right? Such that they now feel resentment if you want to ask them to pay for a paid product. You have to give them something that make them feel the need to buy the pay. Let them be the one calling for you. Please sell us the whole thing. This thing that you've given us, we receive so much value, but it's not complete. Sell us the main products, right? They have to feel the need. They have to feel hungry. If there is also man give you suya and you taste it, you begin to feel because of how delicious it is. You begin to feel the need to buy, right? The outside man is no longer begging you to buy. You begin to feel, I think I need to buy this thing. I need to buy the whole thing to satisfy my curiosity, satisfy my taste bud, right? So you want to do that. So remember, don't hoard your knowledge. Don't hoard your skills only for your paying customers. Give something away to your prospect, to your leads, and that will open them up to buy your product. Plant seeds of transformation and watch your business harvest multiply. Because in business, the one who sows consistently will reap consistently. That is the principle, the seed giving principle. Seed time and harvest time shall not cease. That is God's promise to Noah in the book of Genesis. You have to sow seed, and then you will reap bountifully. I believe you've learned something in today's video. If this video makes sense to you, if it changes your perception of business, sales and marketing, I want you to share this video with your network, share it, like, comment. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to see you again tomorrow. By the way, have you registered for the wait list? Have you joined the wait list? Because I'm giving out two premium courses, Mental Health Secrets and Email Marketing Secrets. I'm giving it out to our wait list of 7,000 subscribers. Once the wait list hits 7,000 subscribers, all you have to do is to go to pmi.ng/waitlist. You can see the link in the description above or below if you're watching on YouTube. pmi.ng/waitlist. And if you want us to work with you to help you scale your business, 10x a business in 12 weeks, all you have to do is to apply to work with us. Go to pmi.ng on the homepage. You see the button, apply to work with us. Click on it, answer 10 needs assessment questions, then schedule a 45-minute session with us, and we are going to work together from there. I hope this video transforms your way of doing business. Share this video among your network, and I'll be looking forward to see you again tomorrow, same time.